Hello, I'm Stanley Baxter. Welcome to the Stanley Baxter Playhouse, where I play Sandy in Pasta Alfreddo at Café Alessandro by Rona Monroe.
Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano.
I was born in Glasgow. Italy's just a dream for me. A summer dream. We'd go over on holidays, and me and my Italian cousins would play hide-and-seek under the olive trees. And my mother and all the aunties vanished into the kitchen to chop and dice and steam and fry. They'd slap her fingers with spoons when we tried to steal corners of cheese or sweet chestnuts. Then they'd carry huge plates out to the big tables outside, and we'd eat till the sky turned to black velvet studded with stars, till the bats came out of the roof tiles. I'd fall asleep under the table as they were all talking and laughing, my first taste of wine staining my wee mouth. Oh, a dream. My mother talked me to sleep with dreams of that good food. A list of all the good things that the rich earth she grew up with could give.
Olio di oliva,
olive oil,
funghi,
wild mushrooms,
melanzane,
aubergine,
spinaci,
spinach,
piselli,
green peas,
carciofi,
artichokes, asparagus,
peperoni,
peppers,
pomodori.
tomatoes. All the things she grew and knew by their fresh smell and taste straight out of the earth. All the food she adored.
Porcheddu al mirto.
Suckling pig roasted with myrtle, salami flavoured with truffles,
Pappardelle con la lepre,
pappardelle with hare
zuppa di
sauce,
fagioli,
white bean soup,
cinghiale
roast
arrosto,
wild boar, fruit picked from the trees around her bedroom window,
albicocche,
apricots,
pesche,
peaches,
aranci,
oranges and figs.
fichi.
The food she taught me to love. No the kind of cooking I get to try much these days, of course.
1 spag bol, 2 lasagna, 2 pizza marinara and 8 anchovies.
Café Alessandro, Café-lessy as the locals call it, has been open since my granddad hung up the sign in 1927.
2 fish teas, 2 scone teas, 1 plate chips.
Packing them in ever since with pasta, potatoes and everything sweet.
1 cappuccino, 1 hot chocolate, extra cream, 1 millionaire shortbread and 2 brandy snaps.
It's a bit of a mishmash, maybe. Not what you'd call fine dining, but it's good stuff. When they ask for lasagna and chips, they get it a la bolognese, nutmeg and all. They're happy, I'm happy. See, I'm just a cook and cafe owner at the north end of Glasgow. No someone with his finger on the pulse of anything except a gelato mixer. Oh, this is some story. It's hard to know where to start with this. Aye, okay. I'll start by telling you about the radio. This is how my day begins. I'm in with a milk delivery, birds still waking up in the hedges. But Paolo is in already, putting a shine on the kitchen floor with steady, sideways sweeps of the mop, just like he's done for 50-odd years.
Morning, Paolo. Buongiorno, Alessandro. It's no a bad day.
Paolo's been working since 5. All the surfaces gleaming like an ice rink, the pans winking sparkles of light at me, and the radio on already, something soothing, something to ease me and Paolo into the day. A nice tenor voice to wake you up slowly, like a good dark roast coffee. And then my niece Christina arrives.
Morning, Paolo. Morning, Sandy.
Morning.
Morning. Christina has magic fingers. She makes scones that could float and melt in your mouth shortbread, chocolate cakes and caramel sponges. She sprinkles sugar in everything except us.
Oh, God, Uncle Sandy. Why are you listening to this? We need to wake up and find out what's going on in the world.
Party has had a landslide
That's better.
victory in Russia.
And that's how the radio stays till Tomasz gets in, ready to do battle with 3 sacks of unpeeled potatoes.
Morning, Thomas.
What is this? How can you listen listen to this.
World events, Tomasz. You have to know about world events.
Why? It is depressing.
And just bury your head in the sand.
Why not? It is always the same thing. Taxes, global warming, interest rates, global warming, everything there.
No.
Spokojnie.
Now, as the country wakes
Listen,
up to another
proszę.
day of floods, we ask the question, is this a symptom of global
Yeah, well,
warming?
that's not fair. That's just one
Hey, depressing.
Michelle Osborne, our weather expert, travel...
Okay, now we can work, eh?
And work we do until my niece Christina opens up to the paying public.
Oh! Mother of God, will you stop that racket? Turn that over, we've got customers coming in. That's better.
And it's the same story with the radio every single morning, every working day of my life. Until the day my nephew Christopher brought his special guest to the cafe. Of all of us, Chris is the one who's made big money. But I haven't the first idea what it is he does. So, how's the world of, what is it again?
ICT, Uncle Sandy.
Oh, there you go. I can never remember. Not that I don't have a soft spot for Christopher. Only child of my favourite wee sister.
Actually, that's why I'm here, Sandy. I'm needing a favour.
Oh, anything, Christopher, you know that.
You see that guy out there in the black merc?
And, with the... Are those bodyguards, Chris?
Private security, aye. This boy's a real player in ICT.
Eh?
Golden boy of Wall Street. Friend of the president, no less. You've probably heard of him. His name's...
No, I'd better not tell you his name. Let's just call him Rockefeller. I know his real name or anything like it, of course. But it'll give you the idea. The man smelt of money.
So he's ready to take a piece of a few things I've got going here and in Italy, but I need to sweeten him up.
Why?
He loves the old country, loves the food.
Italian, is he?
Yeah, kind of. The thing is, he wants to meet you.
Me? Why?
Well, because you're the best cook either side of the Adriatic.
How does he know that?
I told him. Look, can I just bring him in?
Oh, do you ever think about calling ahead, Chris?
You ever think about getting a mobile, Uncle Sandy? Look, I'll just get him, okay? There is a lot of money hanging on this. Be nice.
Oh, be nice. Be nice to this man who swept in with a bunch of big men with bulging armpits and with wee black wires coiling into their ears. A man who was standing looking at my cafe, like he was a health inspector, sensing salmonella.
Uncle Sandy, this is...
Rockefeller. Let's just call him Rockefeller. Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
His eyes flickering over my bakery case of fresh buns and fondant fancies. Raking over the plates of lasagna and spaghetti my happy customers were demolishing. Checking out the fish tea on its way past, tail still curling from the fryer.
As you can see, it's a traditional mix of Scottish and Italian classics, the original fusion cooking, I suppose. Eh, Uncle Sandy?
What? Checking it all out with cold, dissatisfied little eyes. No appreciation, no understanding.
Yeah, but that's not what this guy's gonna do for me tomorrow, right?
I mean, I was standing right in front of him. He wasn't even looking at me.
No. Tomorrow will be strictly authentic, real Tuscan cooking as only Uncle Alessandro knows how, eh, Sandy?
What's going on here?
I'll fill you in on the exact details later, Sandy, but the thing is...
And suddenly the two big men in bulging suits were pushing past us, kicking in the kitchen door. And one of them drew his gun.
Mother, Sandy! He's made me flatten my meringue, Sandy. He's made me flatten
I'm
my
so
meringue.
sorry about this. It's just a misunderstanding. I am so sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
You're sorry? They kicked in my bloody kitchen
I hope
door.
you'll still let Uncle Sandy cook you some real old country food tomorrow.
Eh?
Yeah, forget about it. Hey, what's with all the racket in here anyway?
Thomas was at the radio again, Uncle Sandy.
It's a wee ongoing dispute about the need to take global warming seriously.
Global warming? Forget about it. Everyone knows that's just a myth. Cooked up to kill the oil dollar. Yeah, I'm with the president on that one.
Eh?
Hey, I was saying to the president the other day, he's the only guy got the balls to stand up to the green lobby. You gotta stand up to the green lobby.
You do?
Climate change. Listen, some scientist gonna fix it all before we need to worry. Am I right or am I right?
Well, listen, we're just delighted you'll be joining us tomorrow. The place is perfect for him, Uncle Sandy. The sort of experience money can't buy. Imagine the story I'll have to tell the folks back home. This shabby little cafe at the back end of nowhere.
Shabby?
Help me out, Uncle Sandy. We could make millions.
You mean you could make millions?
Hey, come on.
Don't start, Christopher. I'm no feeling much like family just now.
Well, you could do proper cooking.
Well...
Hey, the real stuff. The stuff you'd never get to cook anymore. All known as best recipes.
Like he'd know them from a microwave pizza. He's no Italian.
Hey, there's a wee bit of Italian blood in there somewhere.
He's no a real Italian. Don't tell me anyone in New York would think he was.
Okay, so he likes to do a little role play. So where's the harem?
Where did he get Don accent?
Well, he thinks a godfather persona is good for business.
He's no Italian.
I know, but he thinks if he comes over like Tony Soprano, he can close every negotiation a winner.
Oh, aye. And does he?
Oh, no, of course not. He looks like a clown, but he's a rich clown, Sandy. A rich clown, mate. Get this now. Get this. The ear of the President of the United States.
He has the ear of the President.
He does.
What, in his pocket? Using it as a paperweight, is he?
You are deliberately winding me up
I'm
now.
no doing it. It's an insult to me and it's an insult to my mother's memory.
Uncle Alessandro, please. Please. If you love me at all, do this one thing for me.
Just the once?
I promise.
All right. All right, we'll close the cafe at 9 tomorrow, and you can bring him in after that.
Thank you.
But I'm warning you, the regulars will no like it. There'll be a few rolling out the pub after their poker chips for the walk home, and I'm no wanting any of them getting shot when they're banging on the windows. Now, do you understand?
I'll tell the security personnel.
Oh, Sandy! Oh, Sandy, come on! Open up! Just a single fish and a bowl of ginger. Come on! Come on!
It's a bad neighbourhood.
No fun.
But that's always where you're going to get the best food. Well, you know that with your connections, as it were.
Yeah? Yeah.
The evening was no off to a good start. There was no problem with the food. I'd excelled myself in the end. Christopher was right. The chance to cook again, really cook again, had been a joy. I'd laid on a feast of antipasti, stuffed courgette flowers with red pepper paste, lampascioni, little onions deep fried, and glazed in orange blossom honey. Pepperoni con alice e capri, a salami of cinghiale sent over by my cousin as a special treat for my own wedding anniversary. And did this clown appreciate it?
So, how is the antipasti?
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Okay. My mother couldn't have done better. I'm no boasting. This was food fit for gods.
Really enjoying this myself.
The bodyguards liked it. But this one, he sprinkled salt on my insalata di finocchi. Salt! Oh, and then it got worse.
Well, moving to business.
We got pasta next, yeah?
I would think so. Uncle Sandy?
I couldn't speak. I just nodded.
Okay, I got a request for you, huh? I want some fettuccine Alfreddo like my mother made it. You think you can do that, Uncle Sandy?
No, never, never, never.
Uncle Sandy, calm down. Calm down, we'll hear you.
I'm no doing
Oh,
it.
come on,
I'm no doing it.
just take a moment. Get yourself together here. Okay?
OK, what happened there, you're asking? The man asked for fettuccine Alfredo. Is that such a crime? What's fettuccine Alfredo, anyway? Well, it should be just pasta and butter and cheese, and nothing wrong with that, by the way, as it was whipped up by Alfredo de Lelio at his restaurant in Rome back in 1914. It was a dish he served to the likes of Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Richard Burton, Liz Taylor, and Sophia Loren. They were photographed at the restaurant, and the buttery pasta craze spread all over the United States. Only the cooks there couldn't leave well alone, could they? They've messed it up. They stuck in cream and parsley and even gorgonzola. Pasta Alfredo is a tourist dish now. No real Italian would ever eat the stuff. It's an abomination.
He's been putting Diet Coke and ice in single malt. What? I have been all over town with him, watching him pour Diet Coke and ice into Lagavulin, and I kept it buttoned, so just boil up some fettuccine, sling some cream and butter
No!
at it. You'll do it! I'm going back out there, and in 10 minutes there'll be pasta on that table. I know you, Uncle Sandy. You've got your pride. You won't let your guests go hungry.
Well, he was right. In 10 minutes there was pasta on the table.
What's this?
Fettuccine al pesto. And I just stood there, staring at the wall, face as blank as a marble statue.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I asked for. Is it? Huh? What, you got nothing to say? Are you having a joke? Well, you think this is funny? Ha ha ha, I amuse you or something?
He looked like he was ready for a fight. But so was I. It must have been all over my face, because suddenly...
No. You're misunderstanding the situation.
I don't think I am.
But surely you remember what it would mean if my uncle served you pasta Alfredo in July.
It would mean I got the freaking food I freaking asked for.
No. This is all my fault. It's because I'm not as well connected as you and my uncle. I should have remembered the story.
What story?
What story, I'm thinking? Never moving a muscle on my face.
In my uncle's hometown, many years ago, on a humid summer night, there was a meeting between two families. It was supposed to be a peaceful meeting, a reconciliation, the end of years of war. Well, pasta Alfredo was served, but unfortunately a cockroach was sleeping in the pasta dish before the warm fettuccine was heaped into it. The dish was taken to the table. My great-uncle tossed the pasta. The insect ran out onto his rival's plate.
Holy jeez.
Yeah, there were harsh words. Guns were drawn.
Wow.
Yeah. Only my grandmother, the youngest waitress, survived. But she could never eat fettuccine again.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. So that is why no one of my uncle's family would ever serve a guest of another family pasta Alfredo in July. It would be seen as a declaration of war.
Maron, this guy, your uncle, he's the real thing. He's the genuine article, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And I still hadn't moved. I'd barely blinked. But I could see him staring at me. And what I saw in his face was respect. And then real fear, as he realized if I was the real thing, did that mean I'd very soon twig that he wasn't?
Well, sure, yeah. You know, now you mention it, I've heard that story. Just, I can't believe I forgot it. No, excuse me, huh? Ain't no disrespect intended. Pasta and pesto is wonderful. Just,
I grew the basil myself.
Then I'm I'm honored. Thank you.
Prego.
Mr. Rockefeller didn't seem to have much appetite after that, but Christopher was happy.
Oh, Uncle Sandy, you are a miracle worker, a miracle worker. He is ready to sign.
Oh, good, fine. I'm glad I could help.
Oh, he was impressed. He was really impressed.
And so he should be. That fish was just melting on the fork.
No, with you, Uncle Sandy, with you.
Well, I think he knew I'd got his number.
So, he wants to come back.
What?
Night before he leaves, night after tomorrow?
No.
Oh, come on.
Just once, you said.
Come on, he paid $3,000 for that bash.
I don't want his money.
Come on.
No.
I'll give you a bell tomorrow. You'll change your mind.
I won't.
But I did. It was the radio, you see. It was just a normal morning. Paolo was mopping. I was dicing.
Morning, Sandy. Morning, Paolo.
Morning, Christina.
Oh, so let's get rid of this rubbish.
And the weather. More floods for central areas,
Morning,
but no
everyone.
respite for the beleaguered
Morning.
Morning, Tony.
It's going to be another
What is this? More depressing
Hush
stories.
that radio.
which leads rather neatly into our second of this week's reports into climate
You
change.
hear
And we're
him, you
joined
hear
today
him.
by
More
Dr.
global
Antonia
warming, more
Fabry
depressing
Look, I'm getting egg
stories.
whisk and
Good
I'm not
morning,
afraid to use it.
Dr.
Put that radio
Good
down.
Now, you've recently reported to the United Nations on the particular effects of global warming on the Mediterranean countries.
Yes, of all the world's industrial nations, Greece...
Of course it wasn't my mother, but she had my mother's name, my mother's voice.
And Italy in particular could become a desert.
Roy, change that back. I was listening to that.
But, Sandy!
Change it back.
At present, the temperature increase in Italy is 4 times higher than in the rest of the world. An increase of 1.4 centigrade in the last 50 years, compared to the world average of 0.7 centigrade for the entire century.
And in bald terms, what do you think this will mean for the people living around the Mediterranean?
It's a complete disaster. In Italy, there will be no more countryside, no olive trees, no earth to grow our food, only dust. No forests, no fields, no gardens, only dust. I want the governments of the world, I want the government of the United States to start taking this seriously. No more excuses, no more dismissals of facts. They have to act. Now, there is no more time.
Dr. Fabry, thank you very much. And now, it's over to Gary with us.
Uncle Sandy, are you all right?
Aye, I'm fine. Okay, Thomas, let's get into these potatoes.
And all that day while I was working, I was thinking and thinking.
Olio di oliva, pomodoro, funghi.
Making my decision, planning my menu. So when Christopher called, I was ready.
Christopher, hello. Yes, I've thought it over. No, you're right. This is family. Bring him in.
Albicocche, pesche, arance e fichi.
I made it all. A feast to make my mother weep in heaven.
Oh, wow.
And what a difference in our distinguished guest. He was eating, he was tasting, licking, chewing, appreciating.
Can you believe this, what do you call it, this artichoke thing?
And then I brought out the primo piatti, the pasta.
Chris, is that what I think it is?
Fettuccine Alfreddo. Buon appetito.
Chris, what's up? What'd I do?
This man who smelt of money. This man with the bodyguards.
Uncle Sandy, what's going on?
He was scared of me. He couldn't move. Even the bodyguard stopped chewing.
You say you have the ear of the President of the United States?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we talk.
And like you, he thinks this global warming talk is rubbish?
Well, George and me haven't exactly discussed.
Did you know they predict that Italy could be a desert in 10 or 15 years?
Yeah, I don't think that's actually... See, That's been scientifically proven one
Maybe
way.
you should think who might be upset if Italy was a desert, if the Tuscan fields and gardens that we both dream of, that made this food we dream of, were nothing but dust. I think you know the kind of man I am now.
Yeah, you're, I got you.
Men like me would be very unhappy if your president does not reconsider. You'll tell him? You understand?
Yeah, I'll certainly pass that on.
The pasta is getting cold. Enjoy. Our guest of honor didn't eat another bite. But the bodyguards particularly appreciated my good paposo, made with Ayrshire beef. Well, all that was over a year ago. Mr. Rockefeller did buy a piece of Christopher's business, but showed no inclination to ever come near it or any of my family again, which Christopher had to acknowledge was a result. He made more millions. He bought the cafe a new espresso machine, twice the size of the old one, and the whole family and kitchen staff got a holiday in the Tuscan hills. And then we all carried on as before.
Come on, Paolo. I just want to catch the news.
And we're waiting on further comment from the conference on climate change, where it appears, to everyone's surprise, there has been something of a change in attitude on the part of the United States. Not a dramatic change, perhaps, but commentators are suggesting that the Bush administration is now prepared to acknowledge that global warming might be a genuine problem. Well,
You want your music, Thomas?
Here's Gary with the sword.
No, that's okay. I don't mind hearing the news.
I know. Who am I kidding, right? As if I could do anything to change anyone's mind. I can't even get folk to stop asking for deep-fried pizzas. But I still dream about the same places my mother did, and all the good things that came out of the earth. I dream of them staying as I remember them
Fave,
forever.
zucchini, broccoli, scarola.
And I think my mother would have liked that story.
Tartufo, palombacci, pernici, fragole.
Hello, I'm Stanley Baxter. Welcome to the Stanley Baxter Playhouse. This week's play is Flying Down to Greenock by Michael Chaplin. I play James, and my leading lady is Patricia Kerrigan.
Hello? Mr. McManus? You all right there?
Oh, the size of these beasts nowadays. Where's she off to?
JFK, I think. If you'd just walk this way.
Oh, is this your little bird then?
My Piper Tomahawk.
And where will she be flying us? Across the Atlantic, is it?
Loch Lomond.
Along the high road, I presume. But me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, well, that's true, right enough.
Now then, we need to get you on board.
Oh, this should be interesting.
There's a wee step there.
Eh? Oh, yes.
Then you climb on the wing.
Yes.
Anywhere along that black strip.
Yes. Go.
And now if I just go up first, and up we come.
Oh, dear. You could just strap me to the wing there, like they did in the pictures. Ever see that one? Flying down to Rio, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Okay, now if you just step over the rim, onto the seat, and then the floor.
You know, they all said he was a marvel, but she was the one who danced backwards in high heels. My wife pointed that out. Mind you, you'll need a crane to get me out.
Just get you strapped in. That's it. I'll come round the other side.
Well now, look at me in a cockpit.
Right. Oh, that's the pre-flight inspection done.
Got both wings, have we?
I gather it's your birthday today, Mr. McManus.
Please, We're snuggled up together here. Call me James.
And I'm Isabel.
Ah, the beautiful, lonely one.
I'm sorry?
Isabel, the beautiful, lonely one. Only half right in your case, I hope.
Thank you.
I knew an Isabel once, long ago. Mind, most things in my life were a long time since.
Mary in the office said you were 100 today. Is that right?
Guilty as charged. My family were stumped for a present. I've enough socks to see me out, so here I am.
Is it true you've never been in a plane?
Aye, it never really came up.
So how do you feel about having a wee go flying it yourself?
Me? Oh, a bat can see better. A mole even.
Don't worry. I'll be your eyes. Now, this is the control column. It moves forwards and back. Push it forward and the plane descends. Pull it back and we climb. Okay?
Check.
You turn the grip sideways to change the direction of flight. Left and the plane starts swinging to the left and vice versa. There are foot pedals to regulate the rudder, but I'll operate them.
Oh, my pins wouldn't reach anyway.
Okay, well, if you put your headset on, we'll get away.
The engine. Single piston, is it?
How did you know that? Oh, excuse me. I need to take this.
Oh.
Hello? I've got a pupil. No, I'm just about to go. I can't. Please. Oh, Dad. Don't say that. I'll phone you when I get back. Okay?
Are you all right there?
I'm sorry. If you've got a mobile, James, I'd like you to switch it off, please.
Well, I'm expecting a call any time, but I don't think you'll be using Vodafone.
Let's go then.
Foxtrot Tango, Echo Echo Bravo. Request radio check-in. Taxi to holding point.
Foxtrot Tango, Echo Echo Bravo, you are cleared for takeoff.
Okay, James?
Chocks away! Oh, we're up and away!
Climbing to 500 feet, banking to the south, swinging round to the west and then the north until we reach the Clyde.
Oh, there. I never thought I'd see the dirty old river so lovely, like a strip of fine silver. Is that the Erskine Bridge there?
Plenty of traffic stuck on it too.
While we're up here, free as a bird.
Reaching our maximum height of 1,200 feet, turning to follow the river downstream.
Is that the Barton Rock up ahead there?
It is. Over there, on the south shore, you can see Langbank, Port Glasgow and...
Greenock. My goodness.
Do you know the town then?
I was born there. Spent the first third of my life there. I've never been back.
Shall we go and take a closer look?
I've no desire to do that, thank you.
Okay. We'll head for the hills then.
Oh, aren't those lovely hills? I suppose they must be the Trossachs. The end of the loch. Where to now? Isabella, are you all right there? My dear girl, whatever's the matter?
I can't do this. I need to get us down.
Is there something wrong with the plane?
No. It's me. Foxtrot Tango, Echo Echo Bravo. Requesting permission to land at Cumbernauld Airfield.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Oh, you had me going there. I never thought I'd say it, but thank God for Cumbernauld. What about you?
Not really. Not at all. The thing is, you see...
You don't have to tell me anything, Isabella, if you don't want to.
I'd like to. I need to. I can't go on like this when I can't even fly.
Well, I'm listening then.
We came over Helensburgh when we crossed the Firth. I lived there once. My mum and dad are still there. Our first real home. Abercrombie Crescent. Before that we moved around a lot. Dad was in the army. I was happy in Abercrombie Crescent. It was a happy house.
Was?
Me and my brother moved out years back.
Oh.
I went to college and Brian followed my dad into the army.
Ah, good for him. Where is he now?
Stoke Mandeville Hospital. He lost both his legs in Iraq.
Oh, Isabel, what can I say to you?
He was on patrol. Roadside bomb.
Awful thing. Young man like that.
Well, he's doing okay. Coming through. Don't know how, but he is. Wants to run the London Marathon, determined little bugger.
He sounds a fine man.
It used to annoy me. He always had his own way, even though I was the older one. That was my dad. From day one he adored Brian, his son, his lad. It's him I'm worried about. Worried. I'm frantic. He's killing himself.
It must be the guilt.
Why do you say that?
Tell me about it.
Dad was 22 years in the Black Watch. Drives a minicab now, or did till his nerves went. From the time Brian could walk, he was only ever going to be a soldier. Dad made sure of that, but Basra isn't like Belfast in the 80s. Brian might have lost his legs, but at least he came home alive. 2 of his mates were killed. Dad can't see that.
No, he blames himself.
Brian won't see him. The last time they went to the hospital, Dad just sat and looked at the space where Brian's legs used to be. Look, he said. Look at that. And then the tears came and... Well, Brian told my mum not to bring him anymore. He had to stay positive, he said. So now Dad just sits in his chair and phones me 10 times a day to ask what he's going to do. How's he going to forgive himself? How's he going to go on with it?
Oh.
And I don't know what to say to him.
No.
What can anyone say?
Oh, that's a hard one, Isabel, even for a man of 100.
I know, I wasn't expecting, you know.
But even rhetorical questions deserve some kind of answer.
I'm sorry. I'd better get you back.
What's the top speed of this bird of yours?
About 100 knots.
110 miles per hour?
Yes.
You know, the very first plane I ever saw was so slow I thought it was going to fall out of the sky.
Really? What was it?
Summer of 1915. I was in the hills above Greenock by Loch Tom. A solitary wee boy. Used to go up there and swim out to the island in the middle and collect gulls' eggs. I was taking my breeks off when I heard this buzzing out of the stillness like a swarm of angry hornets. Then it came over the brow of the hill and flew down towards the loch and me. I jumped on a rock at the water's edge and waved, and the man in the cockpit saw me. As he passed overhead, I saw him lean out to wave back. He was wearing goggles, a leather coat, and these huge gauntlets. He smiled down. He was like a god, the machine a thing of utter beauty. It seemed to hover like a kestrel for a moment, the sun glinting on its whirring propellers. But not for long. For the next 5 minutes, he put that little biplane through its paces and gave me my own private air show. He climbed and swooped low over the water. He stood the plane on its wings, flipped it, and flew upside down. You know what came last?
He looped the loop, didn't he?
Then waved once more, waggled his wings, and flew away in the general direction of Largs and the Mull of Kintyre.
Cheerio! Go and kill some Huns!
Huns?
I know, but I was only 7.
What was the plane?
A Sop with pup. Oh, I knew it straight away. Knew all the planes from the cigarette cards.
You had a bit of a thing about flying.
Oh, they were the new thing. The coming thing. I'd grown up by the water, looking out at the river and the ships going by. My dad was a fitter at Kinnairds Boiler Works. Me and him used to make models of ships. But I thought they were the old thing, especially after I saw that little sop with pup.
I bet you wanted to fly yourself.
Oh, all I thought about. But real life intervened, as it usually does with a boy's dreams. At school I was good at maths and technical drawing, and I got taken on as an apprentice draftsman at Scott's shipyard. In those days it was like winning the lottery. All through the terrible years of the 20s and 30s, I kept that job, drawing plans for ships that never got built.
Your father, was he out of work?
Oh, along with most of the male population of Greenock. 9 years he was unemployed. Think about that. 9 years standing on street corners. How he kept going, I don't know. When they called it the Depression, they weren't wrong. He only got his job back when the Navy started rearming.
So you forgot about planes?
Oh, I kept the family. The only one working. Couldn't think about getting married. Not that I was exactly the Romeo type. No, it just wasn't on. And the idea of flying lessons, forget it. But on Sundays, I used to go to Abbott's Inch Airfield.
Where we took off this morning.
Yes. Stood on the perimeter fence and watched the RAF coming and going 602 City of Glasgow Squadron. They flew Hawker Harts in the 30s. By now my dad and young brother were in work, so I plucked up my courage and applied to join the service.
And did you get your dream?
Failed the medical. Eyesight wasn't good enough. Neither was my accent, which was as broad as the Clyde. They only started taking the labouring classes when the Luftwaffe had started thinning out the toffs. I thought that if I couldn't fly planes, I might be able to make them. Well, I saw this ad in the Evening Times. Rolls-Royce were opening a plant at Hillington to build aero engines.
They just closed it down, didn't they?
Our war was coming, and now they couldn't get enough labour. They were so short they even started hiring women.
Things must have been bad.
And of all the 10,000 women working at Hillington, I had to bump into her.
Here! Watch yourself!
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
What's your hurry? Spam fritters aren't that tasty, are they?
I'm sorry, I've always been clumsy.
And I've always had that effect on men. They just go weak at the knees and drop everything. In your case, pencils and mathematical instruments. Let me give you a wee hand.
I'm sorry, I didn't hurt you, did I?
No, but you'll poke my eyes out if you didn't stop waving that T-square around.
Oh, I'm...
didn't say sorry again. Apologies received and understood. Roger and out. Tell me, what's the Cary Grant at the Drawn Office doing on Saturday night? There's a film at the Picture Palace I didn't want to see.
I'm sorry?
Oh, there you go again.
I don't understand.
Come on. No one goes to the films to watch the movie, especially on a Saturday night. That'd be a crying waste of the dark and a two-seater in the back row, eh?
Well...
But here now, dinna push too quick too soon. A girl can't accept a date unless she knows the name of her beau, so what is it? Stewie, Stevie,
No,
Harry, Hughie, Dougie, Davy...
No, James. My name's James.
Of course it is. My lovely lad with the nice manners. I've known that for weeks.
What do you mean?
She was Isabel too.
Oh, everyone in the factory knew her. A thorn in the side of management, I can tell you. Always agitating for the women workers to be paid the same as the men.
Good for her.
Oh, you should have heard her speak. A real firebrand. But she had a softer side too. No, what made the difference with the Merlin was the high-octane fuel coming from the Caribbean last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, it allows manifold pressures to be raised almost 50% without risk of cylinder detonation, giving a boost of 130 horsepower at altitude.
James.
I'd love to fly a Spitfire. What is it?
Hush now, and put your arm round me. It's cold in here. Oh, that's better. Oh, look. The film's starting.
Is it a musical?
I don't much care for musicals.
I do like you, James.
Do you?
This much.
An old sailor in old times sing an old song, rolling down to Rio by the sea.
We were married 4 months later.
Oh.
Not a swanky affair. The rationing made wartime weddings a nightmare. But we found ourselves a wee flat. From our front room window, you could see right over the Clyde and the hills above Loch Lomond. We were so happy. Oh, with nothing, really. But Isabel had this gift to take joy from all the little things in life.
You both still worked at Rolls-Royce?
Aye, 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week. The Spitfire had won the Battle of Britain and kept us in the war. Now our beautiful Merlin was been fitted in bombers like the Lancaster and Wellington, so we could give them a taste of their own medicine.
Wasn't Glasgow bombed too?
Oh, with all those shipyards and docks and plants that made everything from locos to tanks a prime target. And the Atlantic convoys used to assemble by Greenock at the tail of the bank, the headland where the Clyde broadened and turned south. Oh, we all knew our time would come. And it did. We'd a dress rehearsal the night before, but this was the real thing. May the 7th, 1941.
Do you have to go?
Honey, of course I do. I'm an ARP warden. And now you go down to the shelter, right?
Or do I have to?
Well, it's not safe here.
Oh, hold me before you go. Take care.
Oh, I'll be all right.
You better be, because I'm going to have a baby.
What?
Go on, go. I'll be fine. I love you.
As I went down the stairs, I could hear all the lavatories flushing. Everyone went at the start of a raid. Nerves. And the fact that you never knew how long you were going to be stuck in a shelter. Outside, people were running, panic in their voices.
Hurry up, Mother! You'll get us all killed!
The sirens. One on its own was quite a pleasant sound, but lots of them out of sync was one banshee wail from hell. Then I heard them. Years later, I found out that 250 enemy planes in 3 waves hit our town that night. Lasted 4 hours, what felt like a year. The ACACs started, the searchlights played in the sky, and then I saw them. The light bouncing off their aluminium frames. Those angels of death. The first bomb hit. It was the tenement over the road. I found myself on my back. My head felt like it had swelled to twice its usual size. My mouth was full of grit. It was like being awake and unconscious at the same time. I've never told this to a living soul, you know that.
You don't have to, you really don't.
Oh, I'm telling you for a reason. I remember every detail, like a film playing in my head. I got up, turned to go back to Isabel. Then the distillery round the corner went up, and that was that. A huge fireball lit up the sky. The perfect beacon. It was wasps round a honeypot after that. They gave us one hell of a battering. Oh, I did what I could to help, getting people into shelters, trying to put out fires. There were so many strange sights. A river of burning alcohol, pouring down Drumfrocha Street, a wee girl running with a statue of the Virgin Mary in her arms, a huge mine floating down to earth under the canopy of a parachute, grotesque shapes of railway wagons tossed about like discarded toys, a pram standing abandoned in the middle of Finiston Street. The smells, too, smoke, alcohol, burning sugar, acrid, sickly sweet. 2 firemen propping each other up, sobbing their hearts out. A body at their feet.
What happened to her?
The dawn came. The planes had gone. Everything was still. I hurried to the shelter. The stone walls of the tenements were studded with lumps of shrapnel, but ours was still standing, barely touched. When I got to the shelter, all the neighbours were coming out.
Isabel! Where's my Isabel? Where is she?
She hated that shelter, never liked enclosed spaces. In the middle of the raid she'd bolted, looked out and saw people running for the hills, they said, and she ran with them. Up the hill the jam factory had been hit. In the yard there were 2 bodies lying, covered in marmalade. There were others further up, people running for safety, as this plane flew low to rake them with machine gun fire. Oh, she should have taken no notice of me, stayed in her lovely wee flat.
Isabel! Oh, my Isabel!
Barely a mark on her. 1 bullet in the back.
How did you go on?
Oh, I didn't. Like your dad, but worse. Turned my face to the wall, didn't eat, barely spoke for a year. My life was over. I blamed myself.
Why?
The planes, of course. My passion, my obsession. They killed my wife and child, hunted them down and killed them.
It wasn't the plane. The men flying it.
Oh, at the time I made no distinction. I saw it as a punishment. There was I, merely making engines for planes to bring death and destruction to cities over there. German wives, German mothers.
In a just cause?
Oh, maybe. Back then I wasn't so sure any cause was worth that.
What did you do?
Well, I wouldn't go back to the plant. Shrink examined me, and eventually they let me alone. 2 months later, I signed up for the Merchant Marine, joined a convoy at the tail of the bank and sailed down the Clyde, bound for Philadelphia. I think I wanted to die, really. Stoking furnaces on a clapped-out freighter being stalked by U-boats in the middle of the Atlantic wasn't a bad way of going about it.
But you survived.
Well, on the way back, a ship down the line was torpedoed. We stopped for a few minutes, threw nets over the rail, and watched these men coming towards us, covered in oil, paddling through freezing water. How hard they swam, how desperately they clung to a future. They wanted to live. That was the moment when I began to come round.
I understand.
Tell your dad my story, Isabel. Tell him James McManus said he isn't to blame for what happened to his son. Tell him there is always the future, and he must face it with courage like your brother. Everyone must look forward. Even a 100-year-old man.
Thank you.
No, I think I'd like to go home. I'm rather tired.
Of course.
Foxtrot Tango Echo Echo Bravo.
Time's the great healer, Isabel. After the war, I married again, had other children. But there isn't a day goes by that I don't think of my Isabel in the bairn I never knew. A girl, I think she was. She'd be a pensioner herself now, wouldn't she?
There's the Clyde coming into view again.
Oh, aye. Oh, do you know, I'd rather have a fancy to go and look at the old place after all, if you don't mind.
Why don't you fly out to Greenock yourself?
Oh, I don't know about that now.
Come on, James. Live a little, why don't you?
Ah, all right. Tell me, what do I do?
Just hold the grip slightly. Oh, yeah, and make slight adjustments. I don't want to see my breakfast again. That's it.
I never thought I'd see the day.
You're flying, James.
No, lass. I'm living. I'm living.
Tell you what, push the stick down a wee bit and let's take a closer look.
Oh, never mind flying down to Rio.
Greenock's a much more romantic destination, don't you think?
Happy birthday, James McManus.
No. Well, why the cloak and dagger? Meet under the clock at Waverley Station. Why not say over the phone? Because I had to see you. You're not making much sense. It's a long story. Maybe the best thing is to show you. Hold on a moment. This photograph. Rather old and frayed, but look, see? I don't understand. Look at her. There's an inscription on the back. Mary Joan Mackay, and it can't be. My God, she's awful young. Who is Mary Joan Mackay? My mother. But maybe you already know that. Are you certain it's her? Who's the bairn? Mary Joan Mackay and Ronnie? At 2 weeks? Who's Ronnie? Oh, that's me, though they call me Hugh now. And who the hell are you? That's a question I've been puzzling all my life. What can I say, Alexander? I suppose I'm your brother. I need a drink. Are you okay? Well, what do you think? It's not every day a total stranger calls you his brother. If that's what you really are. Well, half-brother, actually. It's strange. Just to hear that word when you've been an only child for the last 78 years.
There you go, Sir Hugh. Pot of Earl Grey and whiskey and water.
Thank you. The number of times I've been through Waverley Station and I've never set foot in the first-class lounge. What did he just call you? Sir Hugh? Well, a name like any other. Not like anything I've ever been called. And I've been called plenty. Slanger. Are you left-handed? Yes. Why? Nothing. What's the knighthood for? Services rendered to a grateful country. Not exactly. No. Are you going to tell me the story or not? Well, I suppose the title is as good a place to start as any. I was an advocate here in Edinburgh, the best part of 30 years. Then I was invited to join the judiciary. I'd better mind my P's and Q's. A few years later, I became a senior judge at the Court of Session. As a senator of the College of Justice in Scotland, I was given the honorary title of Lord. As a matter of courtesy, you understand. Oh, sure I do. I read my debate over breakfast every morning. Then my father, that is the man I thought was my father, he died at a great age. He was Sir Hugh too. The baronets has been in the family for centuries. As the only child, I was to inherit the title. But I was so busy and a lord anyway, albeit temporarily, so I didn't do what was necessary until I finally retired. That's when my life began to unravel. Well, what happened? Well, I had to show proof of succession. Pretty much a formality, handing over his will and other documents for official inspection. But an eagle-eyed solicitor spotted something wrong with my birth certificate. I never really looked at the thing. Well, you don't, do you? No, suppose not. It seemed I was not actually quite who I thought I was. Rather an unsettling thought for a man in his 70s. Oh, what did you do? Well, I made a thorough search of my father's papers for anything that might shed light on it. Nothing. The same with my late mother's. I was at a loss what to do, what to make of the whole business. Then after my wife passed away, Sadie came into my life. You married again? Sadie is a rather excitable Scotty dog. Oh, she was company at a difficult time, but naughty with it. Used to jump on my desk, mistress of all she surveyed. One day she knocked over an old family photograph in a silver frame. It fell to the floor and the glass smashed into little pieces. Ah, bad doggy. Once I'd swept up the glass, I took the photo out of the frame. Oh, I must have been about 2, sitting on my mother's knee. Her husband standing behind on the terrace of our house in the country. The house where I still live. Where I sat that day, looking at this picture
then finding something tucked behind. A piece of paper and another photo, the one I showed you. A baby in a woman's arms. Not my mother, though the baby seemed to be me. And the piece of paper? A form of words, written in bare legalese, in which a child, my son Ronald Percy Mackay, was given up for adoption to Sir Hugh and Lady Cynthia Dundas, dated June the 8th, 1930. Signed, Mary John Mackay. Your mother. And now mine, it seems. I don't understand. If the baby was Ronald and you're called Hugh... Oh, my adoptive parents christened me. Hugh's an old family name. I was the son and heir. So I didn't just lose my mother. I lost my name, too. Though I did hang on to Percy, God help me. My grandfather, Mary's father, he was called Percy. Was he? My grandfather? What was he like? Miserable old bugger, if you want to know the truth. He lived with us when we were kids. Sat for hours by the fire with his teeth out. Keeping them for best, he used to say. No, I can't say you missed much with your grandfather, Percy. That's the thing about family, Hughie. Oh, you don't mind me calling you Hughie. They're sometimes a wee bit overrated, you know. You're not saying that about her, are you, Mary? I'll get to her in a minute. I wanted to ask you something first. Why do you think, I was going to say your mammy and daddy, why did they make such a secret of it? Not telling you. And the fake birth certificate. How did they do that? Oh, I'm sure that was no problem. He was a landowner and a magistrate. This was 1930. He bullied a clerk. As to why, they needed an heir and couldn't allow anyone to think I wasn't the real thing. And the rest of your story? Finding more about Mary John? Tracking me down? The document she signed was on headed paper. The family solicitors here in Edinburgh. There were no relevant papers in their archive, but I took a chance that Mary was an Edinburgh girl. I guessed her age from the photo and started looking at the city birth registers between 1910 and 1914. I finally found a record of her birth in 1913. So when she had you, she was... Yes, just turned 17. God love her. Poor bairn. Go on with your story. I guessed she might have married sometime in the 30s. I found a record of it in 1934. St. Mary's, Star of the Sea. Patrick John Kelly, bachelor of this parish. Yes, then 18 months later, a notice of the birth of their son, Alexander Kelly. Little old me, eh? My brother. Well, my half-brother. I can't quite describe how it felt when I saw your name. Well, go on, give it a go. Well, I suppose throughout my life, I've been a rather solitary person. An only child, rattling around in that big house. My father always away on business. And my mother, well, she was a rather fragile and distant person. Oh, it's ironic, isn't it, when you think of the steps they took to get me. Yeah, they didn't know quite what to do with me. Well, in the end, they packed me off to boarding school when I was 7, and that was that. They remained strangers to me till the day they died. Now, that affected me. I have many colleagues and acquaintances, but few real friends. I was married to the same woman for 44 years. But on our ruby wedding anniversary, she told me I was a cold person. Oh, dear. Which rather took the wind out of the sails of our celebration. You're a good listener, Alexander. You don't have to tell me this, you know, any of it. Oh, there isn't much time left, is there? And who else can I tell? I suppose at heart I've always felt alone, you see. But when I saw your name, just your name, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. That's why I asked you to meet me. I'm not that special, you know, Hughie. People have been known to cross the street to avoid me. No, I'm serious. You know nothing about me. You're right. I just know who your mother was, and my great good fortune that you still live in the house where you were born. House? Tenement flat. 27 Buchanan Street. 3rd floor back, overlooking the green. How strange. We both still live in the house where we grew up. Yeah, except you could fit my wee flat inside your, what do you call it, drawing room. When you were talking about grandfather, you said us kids. Have you brothers and sisters? Oh, aye, just the 5 of them. No, this is a Catholic family you're joining. I'm the oldest. Then there's Stuart, he's in Canada. Irene, she lives in Kilmarnock with her man. Margaret went to New Zealand in the 60s. William, the clever one, he lives in London. Shona, I'm sorry to say we lost her to the cancer 3 years back. Oh, I'm sorry. And you have family too? Oh, aye. But I won't go through them and the grandbairns, or we'll be here all day. But maybe you'll get to meet them in time. Oh, I'd like that. Oh, the Joey I mentioned, my grandson, he's not a bad lad. But he's in a bit of bother with the law. I'm worried about him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It must be so hard to take this in. But you seem very calm. Almost as if you were expecting it. What makes you say that? I don't rightly know. When I first saw you, I don't know. You're the very spit, you know. Really? I need to ask you about her, our mother, Alexander. My friends call me Alec. Look, how about getting out of here, going somewhere? Where? Oh, I don't know, just somewhere. Platform 11, trains to Newcastle, York, London and the south. We could walk to the far end. Your father, tell me about Patrick John Kelly. What do you want to know? Well, what did he do? A railway man, loco driver, drove steam locos all his working life. Coal trains to Lochganet, fish trains from Stonehaven, the night sleeper to London. We liked it best when he was on that run. Meant he wasn't coming home. Oh, I see. My father was an angry man. I never found out why. He had a good wage, but poured most of it down his throat. Off and over the road at the carry. Then home to take it out on his family, usually me. Again, I don't know why. His firstborn, the oldest son. What was that about? I don't know, I'm sorry. I hated him. He made me leave school to work at the sheds, shoveling coal in all weathers. Said it was a job for life. Some life. I never wanted it. All down to him. Yeah, when he was dying, it was me that looked after him. My hand he held at the finish. His last word was, sorry. So you became a train driver too? Aye. You know, when they sent me away to prep school, this do-the-boys hall establishment in the Highlands, I used to lie in bed at night feeling miserable, my sense of alienation stoked by the noise of the river crashing down the glen nearby. But every so often, a train would come through on the way to Inverness or Edinburgh, and I'd take comfort from it. There was a way out. One day I'd escape. You know, I've loved trains ever since. Oh, aye. Did you drive the night sleeper to Euston? Oh, nothing so glamorous. For years and years, I was in the Fife Circle. No. Trundling round and round the old kingdom. Your own little train set. How exciting. Oh, I was bored rigid. Automatic pilot. Ha! I started talking in my sleep. One night, I woke the wife, and she heard me saying the names like a station announcer. Dalmeny, North Queensferry, Inverkeithing, Dalgety Bay, Aberdour, Burnt Island, Kinghorn, Kirkcaldy, Markinch, Glenrothes, Cardenden, Lochgally, Cowdenbeath, Dunfermline, Queen Margaret, Dunfermline Town, where the old king sat in ancient times drinking his blood-red wine. No, never mind Sir Patrick Spence. I always thought that list of stations was a poem in itself.
The next train to depart from platform 8
will be a 5-circle train.
Oh, listen, why don't we take it? Make a journey together, cross the old bridge, get off at North Queensferry, and find somewhere for a bite to eat. Oh, well, we'll have to hurry. Ah, there. I must have crossed this bridge thousands of times, but I still never tire of the view. Oh, I could never look at it, you know. When I was driving, I had to keep my eyes on the rails and the possible appearance of Richard Hannay. That lattice work of steel striding across the Firth, it's a marvel. Aye, built at a cost. They reckon 100 men died building it. Oh, here's North Queensferry coming. Thousands of times, you say? Not really. Yes, I live at Aberdare, you see. You don't. You live on the Fife Circle, my parents' house, where I was brought up and took my bride. I'm still there. This little train is part of my life. Travelled to court in Edinburgh in it for 40 years. How I got in today? Well, I never. I wonder how many times you were a passenger in one of my trains. Oh, we must have been yards from each other. Ah, here we are. Oh, I can't go over it. You and my train, and both of us left-handers. I wonder what else connects two long-lost brothers. What football team do you support? I don't, actually. Well, you'll be a rugby man. Well, even if you weren't, you'd never support Hibs. Wrong religion. What about hobbies? Wood. Eh? I make things, furniture. My passion. Though the joints are getting a bit creaky for it now. If the truth be told, I think I'd rather have been a carpenter than a judge. Well, the pay might have been lower. Then again, you'd have saved on the wigs. But what a waste of an expensive education. Where did you go to university? St Andrews? Oxford? Oh, of course. Me, I can't make anything but trouble. But our grandfather, he was a time-served joiner. Became a cooper making barrels for McEwen's brewery. You drink beer? Wine. Aye. You'll be fond of the French food, no doubt. Snails and them raw beef slices. Actually, I have a great fondness for tinned salmon. Much to my late wife's despair. She thought it common, made me eat it in the kitchen. But then I was a disappointment to Isabel on sundry accounts. What's wrong? How do you mean? Well, you seem to be hopping from foot to foot. Are you cold? Oh, the old man's cusser. I did the laughy. Actually, now you come to mention it, there's one on the other side. Come on. Where are you going? You're not crossing the tracks, are you? I've been doing it all my life. But it's trespassing against the law. Come on, there's no trains coming. Are you leading me astray here, brother?
Hey, what you two playing on?
Oh, my God. Come on, son. You can make it. 20 yards to the lobby, and we're safe. Oh, dear. Well, for this relief, much thanks. You know, I've always wondered, what did you do when you were caught short driving? Well, what do you think? Could hardly stop the train, could I? Like you could with a trial. There will now be a short recess while his lordship sits on the pan. Cross my legs and pray there were no red lights between me and the next station. Ugh, this damn dryer's not working. The railways have gone to pot since I retired. Oh, same with the judiciary. Look at the two of us in that mirror there. Look at that. Ah, two old codgers. We don't actually look much alike, do we? But you said I looked like her. Our mother, did I? Was that what I said? Is there a waiting room along the platform? I'd like to hear about her now. Well, I was the oldest. She relied on me a lot, especially when the others came along, one after the other. I used to help about the house, you know, do the messages, care for the wee ones. I think she needed me in other ways, too. Oh, she'd a lot to put up with my father. Did he abuse her, physically? Oh, like I said, he was an angry man. He did, from time to time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He wasn't your dad, Hugh. I know that for a fact. How? Oh, I'll tell you in a minute, when I finish talking about her. It can't have been easy, bringing up 5 kids in the 30s, then the war. But I never once heard her raise her voice or complain. She was a sweet soul. Mary. When I was still in the grip of the Catholic Church, I thought how right that name was. She was a saint, an angel, full of love for her children. I have an enduring picture in my memory, her reading to me before I went to bed, cuddling me to her, the old clock ticking, the fire shifting in the grate, her soft voice murmuring a story about a box of toys that come to life or something. There was always this quiet sadness about her, Hugh, in her eyes. Here we are, 2 old men whose lives have taken such different courses. But I'm tempted to think, as I sit alone in my big house, looking out at my gardens and grounds, that all of that is as nothing compared to the one thing that you had and I did not, the unconditional love of a mother. Maybe. I'm sorry, but when I think about it, this old Scots guard feels a pricking behind the eyes. Excuse me. Why are you so sure your father isn't mine? Because she told me. No. Before she died, long after my dad. We were always close, you see. She told me she met my dad here in Edinburgh in 1931. After you were born. After she gave you up. I think this was the cause of the sadness in her life. I don't really know how to begin. Oh, take your time, I've got all day. She told me when she was a young woman, she went to work as a kitchen maid in a big house outside Edinburgh. A house with a distant view of the sea. Well. Could that be the house in Aberdour? Yes. Well, while she was there, she fell in love with a boy, one of the gardeners. One thing led to another, and she found herself expecting. When it got too much to hide, she was hauled before the lady of the house, who sent her packing. Oh, she always did have a horror of scandal. The odd thing was that she was pregnant too, the lady of the house. Mother came home to Edinburgh, was disowned by her family, and went into a home for fallen women. She was pressured into putting her baby up for adoption. After the baby was born, she took him out one day for some air and found herself at the Waverley. She thought of taking a train and running away with her child, but of course she had no money. As she walked away, she met some people she knew getting off the train, her old employers. They were friendly to her. They looked at her baby. Then the woman began to cry. They said their baby had been born prematurely while they were on holiday in Italy, but had died when he was 3 days old. They were on their way home to tell their family. Well, they all went for a cup of tea in the first-class lounge. My mother said how sorry she was, and... Well, you know what's coming next, don't you? No, I don't believe it. They cooked up a plan. This poor couple took my mother's son and passed him off as theirs. Later on, they formally adopted him, but of course in secret. Oh, this explains the birth certificate, which my mother accepted, in the certain knowledge that she was giving you up to give you a better life. But I think she suffered for it for the rest of her life. It explains everything else too. The way they were, my parents, his coldness, her melancholy, the great deception they practiced and lived by, the son who never really existed. What a terrible story. But I'm relieved to hear it. You can't imagine. It's not quite finished. What do you mean? After my dad died, my mother lived on her own in a council flat at Dummy Dykes under Arthur's Seat, you ken? I went there one day, and there was this old chap there drinking a mug of tea. Her gentleman friend, she called him. She said they'd known each other as youngsters and had recently met up again. Aye, he was a nice old chap. They seemed to get on well. She was easy in his company. He made her laugh. I don't understand. When I said you were the very spit, Hughie, I didn't mean at her. When I first met you today, it was him I saw. You're not serious? Not so long ago. I asked him what he did for a living when he was a young man. He told me he was a gardener not so long ago. Are you telling me the man you think is my father is still alive? In a nursing home in Kirkcaldy. He's 98. His name is Robert Monroe. Hughie, I'm really sorry. I have to go. Oh, you can't not now. We've still got so much to talk about. Well, I hadn't realised the time. Well, I was going to invite you back to Aberdour for a spot of supper. You could stay the night. No, I can't. Oh, you're not running out on me, are you, brother? Not when I've just found you. No, it's just a promise to meet Joey, my grandson. He leans on me quite a lot, you see. I'm sorry, I really have to go. Will you shake my hand, Eric, before you go? Of course, Hughie, man. Listen, why don't you come to my place? The tea won't be much, but Joey could do with some free legal advice. Then we could maybe talk some more. What a day. I haven't just got a brother, I've got a whole family. I've got a dad. It feels like my life's starting all over again. Hurry up, you daft old fool. You'll miss this train. You know, this is one journey in the Fife Circle I'll never forget. In Fife Circle by Michael Chaplin, the part of Sir Hugh Dundas and the part of Alec Kelly were played by me, Stanley Baxter. The Stanley Baxter Playhouse is directed by Marilyn Imrie and is a Catherine Bailey production for BBC Radio 4.